Hi everybody, thanks for being here. Let's get right to it. First, a heartfelt thank you to all our nurses and doctors, our healthcare workers, our first responders, our grocery and pharmacy workers, our scientists, right? And our truckers, keep on trucking, our delivery people. And if you're out there being like, what about me? I'm sorry, thank you too. So let's move in ways that are familiar to us, in ways that might bring us some relief and some reassurance and some ease, right? Coming back to movement that's very familiar and a practice of steadying ourselves that we've been working on for some time now. So I hope that's coming in handy. Okay, let's practice. Let's start in a comfortable position, whatever that is for you, seated, lying down, child's pose, you choose. And if it feels okay, just go ahead and let's close the eyes. And see if you can allow yourself to relax into this present moment. This one. Hear the sounds of right now. And let yourself relax into the sensations of right now, the body that you're experiencing. And best you can, see if you are able to allow what is to simply be. In this moment, you don't have to fix it. In this moment, see if you can let go trying to figure it out. In this moment, see if you can allow yourself to let go needing to manage it or even understand it. Just let it be, best you can. Good, and let's see if we can find some relief, some reassurance in some comfortable, easy, non-violent, familiar movement, okay? So let's get started. Let's meet in tabletop. Take your time getting there. Have whatever movements you need on the way there. Set a comfortable foundation. And prepare for cat tilt. So we're just going to simply start moving. Exploring the range of motion of the spine and the pelvis. A little bit into the shoulders and also allowing breath, mindful of your breathing. And breathing in a way that's comfortable. In a way that really feels like the breath and the movement are aware of each other and in cooperation. Good, and when you're ready, return to a neutral spine. Good, from here let's set up dolphin pose. So forearms to the mat, wrap the elbows so they stack under the shoulders. I like to interlace my fingers, get anchored and then step back onto the balls of your feet. So soft bend in the knees and we're pushing down and forward through the forearms to send the hips back, to send your chest a little closer to your feet, to feel for length through the torso and to kind of shift body weight into the legs. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Right, explore the shoulder girdle. You can sink in a little here, you can lift out. Where is a stable and comfortable position for you? Feel for that. Good. And whenever you're ready, let's turn it into forearm plank. I recommend walking the feet back a little bit. The shoulders come forward to stack over the elbows. Hips level with shoulders. I recommend pulling the heels back and squeezing the thighs. I'm rooting down through the forearms to lift the chest, but I want to try to flatten the shoulder blades across the upper back. Belly pulls to spine, tailbone lengthens towards your heels. Let it rest if it wants to. Let it move if it feels inclined to move. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees to earth, hips to earth. We'll set up for Sphinx pose. It's a back bend. Shoulders stack over the elbows. Make yourself comfortable. Right? We want to think about length, so we're reaching the heart forward. Maybe reaching the legs back. We're anchored through the hips, specifically the pubic bone. And even as we're opening through this front line of the body, I want you to feel your belly muscles pulling towards your spine. Easy through the neck and shoulders. Rest or move around if you need to. You can deepen it if that feels good. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. And then let's lower to the mat. Stack your palms, rest chin or cheek or forehead on your hands, and see if you can just allow your body to relax. When you feel ready, you can bend your knees and gently sway your shins and just feel. Good, and release your feet to earth, palms flat. Let's press through tabletop. Feel your belly pull to spine and send your hips back to your heels. Make yourself comfortable here. Set it up so it works for you. Feel an opening through your back, easy in the shoulders, okay? And when you're ready, let's meet in downward facing dog. Take your turn. Hands shoulder width towards the front of the mat, feet hips width towards the back. Soft bend in the knees. We're pressing down and forward through the palms to shift the body weight back. Right? Soften the elbows, wrap them in a little bit towards each other. Get wide across the shoulder girdle. Feel for comfort in your hands and feel for steady. Ready on an inhale, come to high plank. Shoulders over wrists. I like to first pull the heels back, squeeze the thighs, palms press, chest lifts, and then flatten the shoulder blades across your upper back. Tailbone lengthens towards your heels, belly to spine. Let it move if it wants to. Let it modify or rest if it wants to. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing. When you're ready, walk your hands back to your feet. Take your time. We're going to come into a forward fold. We'll meet there. Good. You might like to adjust your base. You could take your feet a little wider apart. You might like to brace yourself here, resting the forearms on the thighs, allowing the torso to relax, head heavy. Keep a softness available in the knees. We're pressing down through the leg bones and the feet lifting up through the sit bones to access a stretch in the backs of the legs. Really relaxing through the torso, allowing the belly and the ribs to relax towards the thighs. Never forcing, right? Just allowing. Head heavy. ready, on an inhale, let's come to a flat back. Palms to shins. Heart lifts and presses forward as the sit bones pull back. Okay. Strong through the back muscles, engaged through the front of your torso, ribs wrapping in towards each other, belly pulling to spine. Shoulders drawing away from the ears, shoulder blades kind of coming together, flattening across the upper back. Let breath in, and then bow forward. You know, we're always feeling for steady physical postures, steady mental and emotional postures too. I want you to explore that. When you're ready, you can bring your feet back to hips width. Let's rise to stand and we'll meet into Tadasana. I recommend bending the knees, pressing into the feet, coming right up. Now, we're always practicing being really intentional without being at all forceful. Right? So feel for that. Easy in the knees, we're pressing down through the leg bones into the feet. We're lifting up through the spine. Belly draws in, neutral through the pelvis. Open through the front line of the body, open through the back line of the body. When you're ready, on an inhale, sweep up. And on an exhale, bow forward. I recommend bending the knees, folding right in half, lifting the sit bones, and then allowing your head to drop heavy towards the earth. Inhale to a flat back, find that. Heart forward. Exhale, bow forward, soften and empty. When you're ready, release your hands to earth. Walk your hands forward to your downward facing dog. Set the form so that you're stable and comfortable, right? Feel for steady. Good, and when you're ready, let's come forward to a high plank. Heels pull back. Make sure you're comfortable in your hands, and then try this. Let's tap earth with the knees and come right back to high plank. So stay engaged through your core. Again, tap earth with your knees and right back to high plank. One more time, touch earth with your knees back to high plank, and then downward facing dog, ease it back. Steady. Good. This time we're going to lower all the way to earth, nice and slow, okay? So come forward, shift the shoulders forward of the wrist, bend the elbows, feel them scrape the rib cage. Stay strong in the legs, land your whole body at once. Low cobra, flatten the tops of the feet. Anchor through the fronts of the hips, lift your heart, right? Elbows wrap, shoulders draw back. And again, belly pulls to spine even as we open the front line. Reach your heart forward, reach your legs back. If you want to press deeper into it, you can. If you want, you can just keep it low. Breathing, 3, 2, and 1. Forehead to earth, rest your arms flat on the earth, and just feel your whole body relax. When you're ready, palms flat under your shoulders. Let's press through tabletop. Take your hips all the way back to your heels. And set it up so it's comfortable for you. Easy does it. Good. Let's come to upward facing dog next. So stretch your arms out long in front of you, spread out through the palms. We're going to come through tabletop, knees under hips, and I like to round the spine as I'm coming forward, lifting the pubic bone towards the belly button, shifting the body weight into the arms, reaching the heart through the arms, right? Maybe even engage through the thighs to anchor here as you reach the heart forward, Belly pulls to spine, and from your middle, initiate the pull back. Palms press, take your hips back to your heels. And let's come in and out of that a couple of times. So coming forward, pace it how you like, shifting the body weight, reaching the heart forward. And from your core, initiate and take it back. One more time at your own pace, coming forward. Maybe lifting the knees if you like. And from your core, easing it back, hips back to heels. Good, and whenever you're ready, let's meet in downward facing dog. Take your time. Steady. Good, and we're going to start to link these movements together. So we're going to lower all the way to earth through high plank. You can drop your knees if you want. Shoulders shift forward, wrap the elbows. Strong in the legs. Let's set low cobra. Flatten the feet, anchor the hips. Stay here in low cobra or let it press to upward facing. From your core, pulling back either through tabletop or maybe straight back to downward facing dog. Easy does it, breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to step to the front of the mat. So take your time, make your way to the front, set your feet parallel, flat back, breathe. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bow. Flat back, prepare, and then step to high plank. Forward and low. Low cobra or upward facing. And downward facing dog. Steady. When your body's ready, breathe, look forward, make your way to the front. Set your feet parallel. Flat back, breathe. Bow forward. Rise up, breathe in. Bow forward and empty. Flat back prep, and then high to low plank, upward dog, downward dog. At your own pace, take your time. Steady is where we land. And then when you're ready, we'll step to the front, take your time. Set your feet parallel, flat back, breathe. Bow forward and empty. Utkatasana, chair pose, bend your knees, drop your hips. Come on in. The hips sit back and down. See if you can feel into your heels. Belly pulls in and zips up. Right? We're lifting the heart as we're dropping the hips. Easy in the shoulders. Take the arms out of it if that's better for you. Breathing. For 3. For 2. And 1, bow forward. Lifting the sit bones, dropping the head. Relax here. Catch your breath. When you're ready, inhale, flat back, and then high to low plank, upward dog, downward dog. Steady. When you're ready, set your feet to take your right leg up. How you like. If you want to bend the knee open, you can. Feel really stabilized through the arm bones. Let breath in and let's step to warrior 1. Right foot, right wrist. Back foot flat, a little bit out to the left. Come on in. You can come right in, or you can pause, hands to hips. We're squaring the hips forward. Feel into the outer edge of the back foot. So root the outer edge of the back foot as you draw that left hip forward. And root into the back heel as you soften into that front knee. Imagine drawing a stability up through the leg bones from the earth. Belly draws in and up, extending through the arms, breathing. For 3. For 2. And let's open to warrior 2. So adjust your base, heels in line. Your base lengthens a little bit. This is an opening, right? So we want to activate through the outer lines of the shins and the outer edges of the feet. Front ankle, knee, and hip in line. Belly pulls in and lifts up. We're lifting the thigh bones as we anchor the feet. Good. Spread out through the arms, flip your palms, feel open. Breathing. For 3. For 2. And 1. Straighten your front leg, take both arms up. Easy in the shoulder. Hands to hips. We're going to take airplane facing the back. So shift your feet, step up so you can square your hips. And when you're ready, take off. Arms long at your side, palms facing the earth. The front of the back thigh faces earth. Heart lifts and the back leg lifts. Easy does it, breathing. And then let's bring that right leg forward. Bend the knee as you bring it through. Lift the knee. Do what you want with your arms. Keep them where they are or take them up. Work here, lifting the knee, or flex the foot and extend the leg. Breathing for 3, 2. Give a kick and land on earth. Tadasana. Relax into your Tadasana. Walk it out a little. And steady. Good. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow forward. Flat back prab, high to low, upward dog, downward dog. Take your time. Steady. When you're ready, sit your feet to take your left leg up and open. So it feels nice for you. When you're ready, step to warrior 1 on the left. Left foot, left wrist. Back foot flat, a little bit out to the right. Set a base that allows you to square your hips and then root into the outer edge of that back foot as you draw the right hip forward. Hold stability up from the earth. Belly draws in, spine lifts. Warrior 1. Breathing. Let's open to warrior 2. Adjust your base, heels in line. Activate the outer edges of the shins and the feet. Spread out. Flip palms. Breathing. Straighten the front leg, take both arms up. Good. Hands to hips. And let's turn to face the front. And we'll set up airplane. So step that back foot up so you can square the hips. And then take off. Arms long at your side. Lifting the chest, lifting the leg. take the left leg forward. Bending the knee. Do what you want with your arm. Work here or flex the foot and extend. Breathing. 3, 2. Okay. And land on earth. Steady. When you're ready, sweep up, bow forward. Flat back prep, high to low, upward dog, downward dog. Take your time. Steady. Ready, right leg up and open, prep, and then step to warrior one. Find your warrior one, take your time, and when you're ready, open to warrior two. Land your warrior two, activate the outer edges of your feet, flip your palms, and reverse your warrior. Front arm high, back arm low. Lift your heart. Let breath in, side angle lunge. Right wrist inside right knee. Stretch long through that whole left side. Chest opening. Right? Root through the outer edges of the feet. Breathing. Let breath in, wrap your upper arm, half bind. Breathing for 3. Tailbone lengthening towards the heel. Belly drawing in, long line through that whole left side for 2. And 1. Half bound triangle. Look at your front leg, straighten your front leg. And then shift through the hips. Heart reaches forward, hips reach back. Right hand to right shin, chest opens to the side wall. Long through both sides of the torso, tailbone curling towards the back heel. Strong and straight through the legs, rooted in the feet, but not locked in the knees. Breathing. Front thigh bone spinning to the right. When you're ready to undo the bind, let it unwrap. And then extend the left fingertips to the ceiling. Breathing. For 3. For 2. And 1. Look down. We're going to bring both hands to earth. Soften into the front knee as you transition. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. If you have a block, put a block inside the front foot. Otherwise, left fingertips on earth, right hand to your right thigh. Pull the front knee back a little bit. Get into the ball of that back foot. Good. Pull the thigh bones towards the hip sockets and let the twist come through your torso. Extending through the right fingertips. Rolling that right sit bone underneath you. Breathing for 3. For 2. Hands to earth. Let's step back to downward dog. Walk it out. You can take your right leg up and open. Nice finishing movement. You can hang out there or you can flip your dog if you like. Lifting out of that lower shoulder. Breathing. For 3. 2. And 1. Back to downward dog. Take your time. And vinyasa when you want it. High to low plank. Upward dog, downward dog. Take a rest. feel ready. Do it all on the left. From downward dog. Set your feet to take your left leg up and open. And then step to warrior one. Feel for the outer edge of the back foot, right hip drawing forward. Let breath in, and then we open to warrior two. Rooting into the outer edges of the feet, feeling the opening. Flip your palms, and then reverse your warrior. Make sure you're not jamming up in the sacrum or the right waist, lifting from the heart. Let breath in, and then side angle lunge. Left wrist inside, left knee stretch long through the right side. Keep this left sit bone rolling under. Chest opening to the side wall. Breathing. Wrap your upper arm when you're ready for a half bind. Chest opening. Tailbone curling towards your back heel. Breathing. For 3, 2, and 1. Half bound triangle. Look at your front leg. Straighten the front leg and then shift through the hips. Left hand to left shin. Front thigh bone spins to the left. Chest opens to the side wall. Tailbone curls towards your back heel. Root into the feet without locking the knees. And when you're ready, unwind and extend. Breathing. For 3, for 2, and 1. Look down, soften the front knee. We're going to reach for earth. Take your time. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. Pull the front knee back a little. Right hand on block or fingertips on the earth. Left hand on the left thigh. We want to keep this left sit bone rolling under. Pull the thigh bones towards the hip sockets and let your twist come through the torso. Rooted, planted through that front foot, ball of the back foot. Breathe in for 3, for 2, and 1. Let it go. Hands to earth, step back to downward dog. Easy does it. Take that left leg up and open. Nice finishing movement. Hang out here or flip dog. Take your time. Lifting out of that lower shoulder. Easy does it. Breathing. For 3, 2, and back to downward dog. Take your time. And if you want it, vinyasa. High to low, up dog, down dog. Your version. And rest. Let's take thread the needle. So from tabletop, we're going to thread the right arm under the left armpit. See about gently bringing the right shoulder to earth, the right side of the head to earth. And this is a twist, a supported twist from the earth, right? It's almost like Utkatasana twist, chair pose twist, but you're on the earth. So if you want to have the forearm flat, your chest kind of faces the earth more. If you want to kind of emphasize the twist, you can push your hand down into the earth and leverage yourself deeper into the twist. Where are you in your lower body? Is all the weight over to the left? Or are you balancing the weight? What feels better? How's your neck? How's your face? Relax. Don't get pushy with it, and unwind whenever you're ready to unwind, however it feels good to unwind. And we'll take it to the other side, so have whatever you need on the in-between to find neutral again, and then go ahead, come on in. Take whatever prep you like. Ready, gently unwind, come back to tabletop, and let's meet in downward dog. Take your time. Good. Let's rise to stand and we'll balance. See how that goes. Does it? We've been working with standing half pigeon. So let's try that. We'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. If you have blocks, you can put 2 tall blocks in front of you. If not, just take it easy today. Flex this right foot. Right, find balance here. Belly draws in long through the spine. We're sending the sit bones back, sending the bum back. You could work right here. There's a bend in that left knee. If you want, you can reach the arms forward, sending the sit bones back. It's a little bit stronger version. You can always bring your hands down to your blocks or earth. If you'd like to turn it into a forward fold, you can start to straighten into that standing leg, but just don't lock the knee. So work it how you like. You can come in and out of it. You can, even with the support of hands on blocks or earth, you can bend into that standing leg if you want to work a little bit of strength there. If you're enjoying working the balance, you can always come back to the balance. If you know the arm balance, please feel free. Breathing. For 3. For 2. And 1. Let's start to ease on out. So rise up. I'm pushing my right ankle kind of into my thigh bone to sort of help me rise. You can lift the knee and maybe straighten the leg. Okay, good. Cut your breath. And when you're ready, we'll take it on the other side. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Coming into the squat. I'll often just kind of grab my shin to sort of get steady. Flex this left foot, action that leg. Good. Sit bones back, heart forward. Maybe just palms at your heart. Maybe you keep your palms on your shin. If you want to reach the arms forward, go ahead. And anytime you want blocks or earth, it's right there. Right. You can bring your hands to your blocks or fingertips to earth. You can just keep bending into that standing leg, or maybe you find some relief straightening into it. Forward folding here. Just easy with that standing knee. Breathing. For 3. For 2. And 1. Let's start to come out. All right, pushing the ankle into the thigh bone as you straighten to stand. Lift the knee, straighten the leg, and land on earth. Yeah. Okay. Steady. That's the good practice, yeah? To steady myself. That's the practice that's going to come in handy over the weeks to come. And if these familiar movements help you find that steadiness, then make sure you're working with these movements to support you in steadying yourself. Yeah? It's good to recognize what practice is or what ways of focusing helps us to steady. Okay? Let's try tree pose. We're going to take the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, calf or ankle, right? Or kickstand, whatever you're up for today. There is a push. Do you know? The foot pushes the thigh pushes the foot. We're rooting down through the standing leg and lifting up through the spine. Do what you want with your arms. Breathing. 5, 4, steady your gaze. 3, 2, and 1. Come on out how you like. If you want a bonus balance, you can lift the knee, flex the foot, straighten the leg, breathing. 3, 2, give a kick, and land on earth. Let's take it to the other side. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh, calf or ankle. Feel the press, right? There's always that oppositional pull or oppositional press. Rooting down, lifting up. It's going to create kind of a dynamic stabilization. Right? Breathing, do what you want with your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out how you like. If you want a bonus balance, lift the knee, flex the foot, straighten the leg, breathing. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's step to the front of the mat. Tadasana. Relax into your Tadasana. When you're ready, inhale, sweep up, bow forward, breath empty. Flat back prep, high to low, upward dog, downward dog. Take your time. Let's step into half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. So the knee's over to the right side of the mat. See how the shin swings forward. Drop the back knee and reach the back leg back. Flex into this right foot if you have any say in the matter. Squaring the hips like warrior one hips, imagine. The back leg stretches out straight behind you with the front of the thigh, the kneecap facing earth. You can come down onto your forearms, feeling for length from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And then more length from your tailbone to the tip of your back toe. We're trying to feel for balance through the hips so we're not rolled over to one side or the other. You could use a prop, a towel, or a block or a book or something. You can modify this by rolling onto the right hip and bending the back leg if that's better for you. You can have your legs like a pinwheel, or you can get specific and work your legs like 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And then fold forward. Feel feels good? What hits the spot? You can always come onto your back and modify this, crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, working right here. Or maybe hugging the left thigh up to emphasize the stretch. So the right hand reaches through that hole in your legs. You interlace behind the thigh or in front of the shin or the knee, or you could even extend. You could play with the version where you hold your shin in place and straighten the left leg out onto the earth. What do you like the feel of? What feels good? Easy does it, breathing. This modified version, try seeing that the left knee is more in line with the left shoulder and pull in. You'll feel a different stretch in the hip. Good. As we transition to the other side, make sure you have whatever movements, whatever variations, if you want to pause in a seated variation on your way to the other side. If you like to move through vinyasa, right? If you want to step back to downward dog to prep half pigeon on the left. When you're ready, you can transition to the other side. Take your time. So, you know, from downward dog, you would just step the left knee to the left wrist. So left knee to the left side of the mat. Flex that left foot if you can. And then, if it's available, have the very front of the back thigh facing earth so you're balanced through the hips. If that's not available, it's fine. You can be a little rolled over. You might like a prop to kind of help you find that balance. That might work for you. Or you can work the variation where you just kind of roll onto that right hip and let the back leg bend. Just feel that it feels useful to you. It doesn't matter the way you vary it or modify it. Just feel that the posture feels useful, satisfying, non-violent, and like well-being. Okay? Choose your variation. You can always come onto your back. On this side, you would just be crossing the left ankle over the right thigh and then hugging the right thigh in. You'll feel in your own body when you feel ready to move or shift position. So when you want to transition, make sure you allow yourself whatever movements, or if you want to pause in a variation, that's usually what I like to do, then have that. If you're ready to just move to the next place, we're going to meet on our backs. Take your time getting there. We'll meet on our backs, feet flat, knees bent, feet apart. And just windshield wipe the knees side to side. Windshield wipe your shins. Just feel. Keep it simple. Come back to center. Hug your knees up. Give them a squeeze. Just a gentle hug so it feels good. You always want it to feel good. And then let's take a twist to the right. So you can either guide both knees over to the right, just like that, or if you prefer, you can straighten the right leg out and just guide the bent left knee across. You could try out both and see what you like better. Your chest kind of opens towards the ceiling. You can extend through that left arm if that feels good on your shoulder. Gaze where it's easy on your neck. Relax. Whenever you're ready, you can take it to the other side. Take your time transitioning. And you're either guiding both knees over or you're straightening out the left leg and guiding the bent right knee across. Back to center. Feet flat, arms lie at your side. Let's think about bridge. Let's take an easy bridge. Okay. Flatten your shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe tilt the chin a tiny bit towards the ceiling so there's a gentle curve in the neck, and then pull your lumbar spine flat. It's like your tailbone is curling towards your heels, but try not to tense your neck. Your heels should be out of reach of your fingertips, feet hips width. And when you're ready, come into bridge, lift the hips. Your tailbone is like curling to the backs of the knees. Notice if you're shifting the weight forward, putting pressure on the knees. Notice if you're shifting the weight back, putting pressure on your head and your neck. See if you can keep the weight right in the hips and lift it straight up. Thigh bones parallel. And once you're up there, squeeze the thighs and squeeze the glutes. You can keep the shoulder blades flat, or you can roll the shoulders underneath you. Easy on the knees, easy on the neck, strong, glutes strong, thighs breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, gently come on out. Relax. Do one more bridge. You know, if you want wheel, if you feel ready, you can take it, or if you want more bridges, you can do that. Take your time, get set. When you're ready, come on in. Tailbone curling towards the backs of the knees. Easy in the knees, easy in the neck, strong in the legs, strong in the glutes. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, gently come on down. And allow your body to relax. Maybe Supta Baddha Konasana if you like that. You can relax right here. Whenever you're ready, you can hug your knees up. Put a hand on each shin and let your knees spread apart. And feel your low back very naturally just flatten into the earth. Work here or turn it into happy baby whenever you like. You can hook the toes. You can grab behind the knees. You can grab the ankles. You could straighten. You could straighten one leg at a time. You can rock it side to side. Done with that, that, you can release your feet to earth, and let's finish with inversion if that works for you. Legs up. If you have a block, you can put it under your hips. If you don't have a block, you could use a book. You might be content with your hips right on the earth. If you know shoulder stand, classical headstand, handstand, go ahead. Easy does it. Maybe like take your arms up. Ready, you can make your way to final rest and allow yourself a final rest. Shavasana, you know, is traditional, but take all the time you need getting there, and don't worry about traditional. I want you to make yourself comfortable. I want you to put your body in a physical posture that's comfortable and steady. I want you to feel around for steady in your mindset. How do you hold your mind so that you're allowing it to calm down and steady? Right? That would be, how do you focus on what thoughts or what sensations or what feelings or what ideas or are you focused on that allows your mind to feel steady? And emotionally, right? How are you focused in your heart? Easy does it. All is well. Right? Don't mind the time. let's gently finish up. You get to decide how you want to finish your practice. If you don't want to move, you don't have to. If you want to start to gently move your body, you could wiggle your fingers and toes and just start to gently wiggle your body around. And if you want to finish lying on your side, or if you want to come up to sit, make your way to that. Take your time. Good. And we can bring our palms together. We can participate how we like. And let's finish practice with a namaste. Namaste, my friends. I look forward to when we can see each other in person. Thank you.